to it.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, and there's
Welcome to another edition of In the Spotlight. This is a show for all you physical media lovers out there, and hopefully you're on my page. Let's Get Physical on Facebook. That's devoted to everything physical media, everything you see in this room. And excuse me, today we have Shawn Mize. So, Shawn, tell us, where are you from? And then show us what you got over there. But first off, where are you from?
well, I'm in I don't know how specific I get. Why not? I'm in Elkhart, Texas, which is where then people say, "Where the hell is that?" And then you have to start naming towns till you go. Well, I'm 150 miles west of Shreveport and 150 miles east of Dallas, and about that much north of Houston. So, kind of in the middle of nowhere, kind of thing, in the woods.
I'm surprised you got internet.
Yeah, well, sometimes they have internet. Let's go with that.
Well, luckily you have it today.
Yeah, whenever you don't have the WADO concert stuff like some, because you got to go all the way to Houston.
Yeah,
or
that
Dallas.
I don't know if I could live like that. I need my movie theater, I need my IMAX, I need my concerts, all within around me.
It's the concerts on the CD or something. Although we have a
I'd save a lot of money if I wasn't going to concerts, though.
Oh yeah, we have although I'm not sure it really survived the Rona, but we have a little podunk thing where like Bret Michaels with random people comes and plays and stuff like that. That's
Right.
The Oil Palace. Where hold up, I saw it. They're not too bad. It should have been on as Power Trio thing, the Cadillac 3 there, for example.
Okay.
Sure. I don't like a stoner country thing. I'm not sure what they would be called, really. They've got some unusual music. Yeah, you got to look them up. The last one's not bad. They have like slide guitar, but it's also like outlaw, bluesy stuff. I know it's kind of hard to describe.
Okay, that piques my interest.
Yeah.
Well, Shawn has been telling me that he's been doing his homework leading up to this little recording. I'm not sure what that means, but this is the best thing about this show, Shawn. If I was starting my own channel and had to do homework for every episode, it would probably last a week. But I get to sit here and just hit record, sit back and listen to you guys talk every week. And that makes it easy on me. And that's why I've done 3 so far.
Hopefully I don't ramble too much. I did put stuff in sort of orders, maybe. So we'll see if that means anything.
So yeah, let's see what you got.
Well, in one of the episodes, there was someone like describing their journey and kind of thing. I don't know if that exactly, but let's see. As a relic, though, I still have a few of these, the WADO CDs in it, but some of them
I can almost smell the plastic right now.
Oh yeah, there's a guy. I saw he has videos he posts on the physical channel about like he lost his collection and trying to rebuy. I'm going to rebuy some of those so I have the artwork again. Like I've got all in one of the bands that like me and 4 people are into, the Donnas.
Yeah, I saw the Donnas at
really?
Lollapalooza in 2003.
I wish I guess you got to be thankful for what they put out, but they are all in like college and getting like master's degrees and stuff now. And the last I've heard, and so they're probably checked out. They're all going to Stanford and whatnot. But it's a shame that they didn't even try to do other things like the guitarist. I think Allison something or other. But I think that was the one. Anyway, she sounded like a female Ace Frehley. So, of course, I think that's what she was going for.
I have one album. I haven't listened to it forever.
Yeah, I've got the original 4 on just the discs, or several of the original ones, but more recently though, trying to get the collection with the cases on them. There's that. Well, basically, it's sort of a greatest hits, but it's actually got B-sides and stuff on it.
Oh, okay.
Called Volume 13. Well, there's a good picture of the ladies back there. Try not to don't get the glare.
Yep.
Been like way earlier than that though. From whatever year this was. There's the Get Skin Tight one from who knows. If I could squint that hard, I could read what it said. Problem is their record label went out of business that they did all those early ones on. The Atlantic stuff is still available pretty well, but the Lookout Records that, you know, did a bunch of punk stuff and all that back in the day.
Right.
Here out of San Francisco, all that. There you go. Yeah, Gold Medal's a good one. Good video. I like the one with that was the homage to all the 70s posters and stuff like that on that, right? You're gonna get behind me or whatever. Or you better get behind me, however that goes.
I should listen to
That
this.
was like there you go. That was like the last throes of MTV. I remember seeing like a making the video in the last throes of when MTV still tried, and it might have been on MTV2 where they shoved all that stuff, and it was on the making of that video with the Donnas. Yeah, those are some good ones. Hold up. Let's see. I don't know my greatest. Let's see. I don't know. How about in no particular order? How about some concert stuff? I don't have a whole lot of that.
Okay.
I've got some interesting things, I guess. Minute-ish, something like that. I forgot what it was. 35-minute cutoff before you have to. Vinny and Rocco come and break your knees or something.
Yeah. After 40 minutes.
The internet gods come and smite thee. Along those lines, I'm drinking scotch out the only way you should, out of a Episcopal Church mug. So that's the proper way to drink Scottish whiskey.
No one would suspect it.
No, not really. But anyhow, let's see. Like I say, you got to get to the big concert time. I've got a couple things from some smaller stuff in Tyler, which is the nearest town of size. It's about 100,000. Sometimes some smaller. You know, I saw a Marshall Tucker band there, for example, with who knows how many original players. I think just the singer. Everybody died in that band in the 70s. Motorcycle accidents and whatnot, like they usually do. But an interesting one. Let's see. I guess in order of age would be this one, I guess, where I have like the one autograph. You know, I'm envious of the people who are like, oh, I saw Joe Bob and all. I don't even know how you'd get an autograph with a guy. I have to use the internet. I don't even need to jump him in the parking lot. I've waited outside of gigs and stuff. But anyway, with whatever band he's with now, I don't know, he goes around, but he was with Ozzy and whatnot even. But Mike Borden, who was, he was Faith No More's, drummer for years and years. Might be back with him. He was with Korn at this time. And then I think he was with Ozzy at some point. He was on like that god awful Scream album, something like that.
Mhm.
But anyway, let's see. Yeah, from a venue. I've got a little tiny picture of me, so hopefully you're seeing it. I don't know, I just need to go closer. Anyway, there's a ticket stub from July 8th, 2000 at a place that doesn't exist anymore, Texas Stadium, where, with a hole in the roof so God could watch his team play, right?
Right.
And before Jerry got Jerry World, and how much of a schmuck I was. This was pre-internet, or like the,
Beginning.
infancy of the internet. And so I had to go to the Kroger and buy, or a Fred Meyer or whatever it is in various parts of the world, and go to the Ticketmaster thing. There was where you cash checks and all that. You also bought Ticketmaster tickets there. And there was like just a generic map of Texas Stadium. And the problem is, there's that big ass hole in the roof. And so of course, what I did is I chose, it was like the Indiana Jones thing where the knight says, you chose poorly. When I show up there, I'm in the one side where the sun is like on me for 8 hours. And I took my sister, who's a nurse now, and that was like one of her first concerts, maybe her only concert, as far as I know. She's lives in Colorado. Anyway, she was still like a middle schooler at the time or something. I was in college, and so I spent like a fortune on lemon ices and stuff just to avoid dehydration. Anyway, but yeah, and
That sucks.
well, there's that thing, which presumably is not backwards on your side. And there's this scratch scrolled thing here that is, well, let's assume I did see the man. He had the dreads, the whole thing, way shorter than he looks than I thought he'd be. You could put him in your pocket. I think it's like 5'2" or something. I don't know. But there's Mike Borden's signature.
Huh.
from back in 2000 with a mailing address to P.O. Box 104, 194 in San Rafael, California. Send a random letter there now. What would happen to it for the Metallica fan club? Send him an angry letter saying, please put bass on Injustice for All or something.
Right.
But
back when you had to
the
mail
weird thing,
things.
oh yeah, and then like the one bit of area now, it long ago the Metallica thing rubbed off. um, anyway, Cliff Notes version. What was really interesting about that concert? A couple things, other than just being Metallica and all that, was there was a thing that was like the what you hear about how Judas Priest got banned from Madison Square Garden with the even though like the workers there I think said secretly they liked it because they got to replace the seat cushions. That there was so much time between acts. Let's see, the people that were there, if memory serves, there was some of them, well, it was 2000, right? And it was MTV was putting out a Summer Sanitarium Tour, sponsored by MTV. And it was headliner was Metallica. It was System of a Down. I think their first album had just come out, not the second one yet. Not Toxicity. Okay. I don't think that came out in 2001. And then there was Power Man 5000, old Rob Zombie's brother, right? Who was back when like
I
stuff
didn't
like
know
that
that was Rob Zombie's brother. That's Rob Zombie's brother.
Spider. Yeah, like they're touring now. I wish I had the money because of all things, it's in Houston on a Sunday night when I've got to go back to school, and I'm too old for that to drive 3 hours and go do that and try to come back to go to work in the morning. Is Rob Zombie with Power Man 5000? So he's taking his brother on the road and some other people. Mudvayne, and that's where Mudvayne ironically sang "Not Falling" in the there you go. Oh, early.
I never listened to it. I don't know if I've ever listened to it.
There's the one good album, really. I mean, there's some good stuff on the others, but like what Supernova Goes Pop or whatever that. No, When Worlds Collide. That's the name of that record.
Oh,
but
yes.
And then there was Korn, and then Kid Rock, like in the height of his power. Yeah. So back to the seat cushion thing real quick, that there was so much time between acts and like people were getting soused. It was hot and alcohol was flowing, I guess. And people started pulling the seat cushions off, which of course said, do not pull these off. Of course, nobody listened. And they pulled them off and they started winging them around, and they had no ballistics whatsoever. And then they would just go whip, 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 whip up in the air and then come back and like randomly hit a person. And
Jerry
they had
to
these
love that.
Oh yeah, they had these brads where they stuck, where they'd snap. And I looked back and there was a mom who took like her 4 kids. They were like middle school age, just about the time that one of these went whip, whip, whip and smacked her in the face. And there was like blood coming down. And we were in the railing right around the that row of seats, like right before you'd go down to the field. And so we were like huddling my sister and I the railing to avoid these. And Jason Newsted at one point pops out from behind like the curtain or whatever. It was like, the stage had put up and said, y'all need to cut that out. Comes on the mic, we're not coming out, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, but they ended up, now what was really different, and I was glad I was there to see it. Well, a minor one was seeing Kid Rock play like every instrument. It was kind of cool, but he did that to show off. He went back and like played the drums, played whatever. But from what maybe he had something wrong with him, but I think so. I don't know. It's me saying this, so somewhere there's a libel suit, I guess. But I'm saying this on the internet. But I think it might have been before James went to rehab, maybe. But everybody does their thing. All the bands come on, all that kind of thing. And System of a Down comes out and says, "We want to dedicate this to Dallas Cowboys." Everybody's woo because they suck, and everybody like boos them. But anyway, Jason comes out, Jason Newsted, and says right before their set and all that, for Metallica, the big headliner, and says, "Hey, James can't come out tonight. He's feeling sick, but we'll give you a full refund, blah blah blah. But we're gonna play his set." I don't remember how many songs they did, but Jason Newsted came out with Metallica and he fronted them. He sang like however many songs as the singer because he was always the backup at that time, right? And then what was really crazy is a bunch of the other singers that were there sang lead for Metallica. So I can say I don't know whoever else has seen it. Some of the people in Dallas that night. I don't know if it happened anywhere else, but I've seen Kid Rock sing Metallica with Metallica behind him live. I've
Did
seen
Surge,
Jonathan
what's his name
Davis.
from System of a Down, come out and sing
Uh,
some?
I don't know if it was him, but what's the guy Chavo, the guitarist?
Yeah.
He came out and sang like something, and then like later on they did it in some like VH1 or honoring people thing, but where Korn did like Welcome Sanitarium. Well, I've seen Jonathan Davis of Korn front Metallica and sing Welcome Home Sanitarium live,
Wow.
and I don't know if Serge. And I think even Spider sang something.
Was it
Rob
good?
Zombie's
Were
brother.
you enjoying it?
Kid Rock's, the people hate on him now. Like his last CD was country pretty much. But I mean, Kid Rock was good. I mean, that was right before he did, what was it, American Badass, which basically was Sad But True in the background. So that kind of worked. I think he basically did that at one point. I mean, it was cool. I mean, they did all the pyro and various other things. And they sound really good live. And I can always say that was a weird thing I've seen. And they pulled it off. Let's see other random ones. I haven't seen that many big concerts. So fast forward 8 years, and in Dallas at whatever it calls itself now, it's where the Dallas's token soccer team plays. Then it was Pizza Hut Park, and well, there was the really good seats though that Ozfest. But then again, I was glad I didn't get them because Ozzy like throws the water on you and stuff if you're there, and it was like down in the pit and stuff. But this allowed me to get air conditioning because at the really low seats, you just mingled with the hoi polloi, the unwashed masses and all. But I got to go in the little lounge area, whatever, and get like air conditioning.
Made up for that
yeah,
8 hours of sun at Metallica.
Yeah, I don't know if they swapped out. I'm not that deep dive because they were co-headliners for Ozfest with Ozzy. It was Ozzy and Metallica, and I guess you can kind of date it because there was. I don't know if Ozzy does other things on tour, so I've never seen him otherwise. But there was on a screen there was this video montage where it was Ozzy in like parodies of movies, like it was Step Brothers, and there's Will Ferrell or something, and behind him instead of John C. Reilly was Ozzy, like cursing the person out and various things. It was interesting. Although the cool thing, because he oddly enough lives in Dallas, like who knew, is when Metallica might not have been their only song, I don't remember, but their encore, when they came out and did their encore in makeup and everything, came out. What's the guy's name? I'm losing his name. The guy from Merciful Fate, his name, King Diamond, because King Diamond lives in a suburb of Dallas, and he came out and did the Merciful Fate medley with him in full makeup.
Oh wow.
So, that was pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, there's stuff in the back. And then brought to you by Jägermeister. Ooh.
They sponsored everything that was heavy metal in the 2000s and late 90s.
You got Monster on there too.
Oh, Monster was another one. Yeah, I think Monster Energy Drink had their own little tour for a second, maybe. Didn't they?
And I guess sounds about right. Yeah, everybody had like those package tours for a while, which that's where you learn that like Metallica secretly doesn't, or not so secretly, doesn't really like the music they play. So because like when they tried to do a tour and they brought out all these like alt bands and stuff, and people are like, well, you're not going to bring out like Saxon or somebody with you, or Diamond Head. Now you're bringing out whatever, three Days Grace. Let's see. Then I guess we can kind of see how many years it is between me saving up to go all the way to Houston or something with a motel room and everything to see a concert. But this one was like right before Rona. I didn't have to have surgery this year. I might have gone to another one, but this is saw. I don't know. Pete's not a Hailstorm fan, but they were decent. There was a
paper ticket in 2019. That's hard to come by.
Yeah,
I've had a paper ticket since 2015, maybe.
Yeah, and I hear and I was smart enough this time to get it under the roof. Of course, I've been to that venue before and outside of Houston and saw ZZ Top there. I don't have the stuff for that, and it actually poured down heavy rain. I was lucky I was under the roof, but because rain or shine. And this was August 1st, and where you're drinking you spend however many hundreds of dollars buying the $10 beer and all that kind of thing. Took my other sister that one. Although when I took her to see Slipknot in Houston in Reliant Stadium, whatever it calls itself now, next to the Astrodome, actually Reliant Arena, that was her first frisking. So you can say she's had that. But yeah, actually the first opening band who was in all their makeup and like sweaters and stuff, the Pride of Scranton, Pennsylvania, was not The Office, but was Motionless in White. That whatever genre that is, but you could because of the headliner was Alice. There was three like kind of crowds there. There was like the kids that were like, yeah, whenever that came out, and it was kind of cool. Actually, I bought a couple albums from them. I bought their last, but and then you had the old guys that were like, I'm going to the beer tent right now, or
Right.
and then you had the sort of older guys like me, maybe when Hailstorm came out, and they were pretty decent. Actually,
What's the chick's name from Hellstorm?
Lizzie Hale, and her
That's
brother's
right.
the drummer.
Yeah, she's got a good
RJ Hale, hold
voice.
up.
The band doesn't do much for me, but she's got a good voice.
Hold up, there's the new one. And I don't have all of them. That's something to get. There's Into the Void, which is the one before it, I think. I've had some of the other ones. See,
And she's in the Chicks, right?
I think so. I think she goes both ways, actually. Close enough. And oddly enough, it started out as like a family band because her dad was like the guitar player starting out, and her brother's always been the drummer. But I remember seeing them on RIP That Metal Show back in the day. You know, she can go deep on the discussions and all that kind of thing. And then yeah, they were pretty good, and they came out and played like they played the encore with Alice, but that was evidently a decent enough concert for some people because I still every now and then for nostalgia somebody bootlegged the entire concert from 2019, actually from a couple places, but from 2019 in the Woodlands in Houston of Alice, and I still pull up some of those songs and watch them, like, you know, the whole bit where he's doing the,
Right.
you know, they're the what's her losing I forgot her name, a horrible name, but Nita Strauss, where she's doing now, she's somehow going to a band where she'll probably never play guitar solo again. She's only going to play with Demi Lovato for more money, I guess. They brought back Kane Roberts, you know, to do the 80s metal stuff with him. But all
Sean,
that, you know, he got the cat.
We got 9 minutes before Vinny comes and breaks my knees.
Really? Well, I got to get to stuff then, man. That blathered on. So let's see. Highlights then, maybe. Anyway, good concert. So there's that. Okay, let's see. What should I show them? Dang, that went by. Well, no particular order. I guess I don't know if this would be bad to show random things, but I'm trying to sort of kind of get my Kiss collection going. Hold up, even Kiss Jason, like there's Vinnie Vincent Invasion, or one that just came in recently, and actually my favorite one of theirs, Dynasty. I was made for loving you, don't you know? Hold up, we even got the grunge one.
Carnival of Souls.
Actually, yeah, Jungle's pretty good on there, and it's kind of appropriate that, like, I don't know if it's on purpose, but like Gene is like they photoshopped him in, and his bass is down because I don't think he is even on this album really. I mean, there's like a token song, and his half the tracks he didn't play bass on. It's you know, Bruce Kulick or whatever's playing the bass. And trying to get my Pantera collection. Sadly, in the bad state of my sorting it out, I guess I somehow lost. What was it? Magic in the Jungle or something like that. I forget the title, but I'm holding this one. So whatever the one was with the wolf guy on the cover. But this is Projects in the Jungle. Buy a used car from these men.
Then a lot of people prefer those albums than the major label ones.
Oh yeah, it's always funny seeing Phil with hair, but power metal. You know, I wish they'd reissue those. Here's kind of a tearjerker. Damage Plan, which of course, you know, they were touring when he got shot. There's the complete studio album collection, you know, as a box set thing.
Dimebag got shot right down the road from me.
One that I guess would be a jewel, I suppose, like literature, is the I've got one on order that the guys, I'm not probably have to cancel or something. He keeps saying he's going to ship it in, but is like all the Judas Priest. I don't know if you remember when it was a gimmick, but hey, got me to buy it. Was when they did the reissues. See if I can hold them.
And they spelled out Judas Priest or something, right? Yeah, they had
there they go.
The symbol there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
of
Iron
course
Maiden did the same thing and had Eddie.
Really? Yeah. And then of course I got the ones that they try to forget or don't like anyway. Hold up. There's the two that like Coke holds hostage. There's Sad Wings and there's Rock-a-Rolla. Not the Coke bottle thing. I don't have that one. Hold up. I've got one. It's coming. It hasn't shown up yet. But otherwise, there's Jugulator.
Not a fan.
Yeah, for the collection of it all.
Right.
Like hold up with Pete's favorite song, Loch Ness on it. That one. Oh, and then there's Redeemer of Souls. I've got, if only for the collection because it's garbage, I've got Nostradamus coming.
I bought two of them because at the time you got a free ticket to Ozfest when you bought one or something like that.
Yeah. In the realm of Judas Priest adjacent. Although this one I'm not, I mean, I like having CD, but they like reissued this in 2011. There's like that only like a slip of paper in there. It's not real good. Let's see.
5 minutes.
What's the clock look like? How much? 5?
Yep.
Well, how about some random stuff? Let's see if I pull some new ones, maybe. I don't know if I have anything too wacky otherwise in the calendar. How about random stuff like off of Sea and Tranquility and stuff like that I've discovered. Like I think it was Ryan Scows and all the weird music, at least by my. And I got into, and that guy Bryce talks metal, some Savage Master.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Or the whole shtick, all the guys in the bands are dressed like executioners, and she's dressed like a witch and stuff. Hold up, there you go, Savage Master. There she is there.
Shiny
all
logo.
the guys like dressed up. Oh man, hold up. Oh yeah, there's or whatever. Quasi, whatever. All of this one's still in the wrapper. I haven't even got that. It's got the hype sticker on it even. It's the Brazilian press of their first album. Which I know that horror movie guys that would that's the homage to that Italian horror movie where it was the Hammer one where they hammer the mask on the gal's face. Anyway, and then they got the new one coming out in September. So got that on the list with having to get the new Ozzy and Megadeth.
Well, you got a grand finale you want to show because we are getting close to 3 minutes.
From going to see Rob Zombie. All right. With, of course, Sherry Moon in the back.
I hear he puts on a good show.
I think, or near. There's from the Educated Horses Tour back in like 2005 or whatever that was.
I think I have that album somewhere.
Put a random one for the end. You ever heard of this one's really fun to try to find anything about because they put the stupid colon in their name. And so if you just type in the band, you type in 1994, nothing will come up. You got to go 1994 colon.
That's right. One of theirs. Probably banned after that before they come up. I never heard of them.
These are both Rock Candy reissues.
I had a lot of fun in 1994.
Last but not least, some good new stuff. Black Swan, Robin McCauley's solo. Who randomly, how about a Japanese throwback, a new wave of British heavy metal act that's new, significant point.
Cool.
Music's really cool, but the guy doesn't know English.
2 minutes, Shawn.
All right, let's see.
You got to leave me 25 seconds to wrap things up. We don't want a cold end.
Ooh, hold up. Random stuff. How about Top Gun soundtrack?
I got it on vinyl. I think I bought it for $1.
Ooh, there's that Prince Originals where it's got all the demos that are like basically full-fledged songs that the family put out, right? Or Sea of Tranquility. Shout out Pete Pardo from his recommendations and all
Yeah.
that. There's three.
I have the one in the middle.
Yeah.
I have another
Three
one
vintage
too.
Caravan.
I have two of theirs. And remember, guys, if you want to do this, make a comment below, and we could do this next week or the week after or something like that. And we got a minute and 29, 27,
Pete's favorite band.
26.
Struts.
What was that? The Struts?
Yeah.
We're just gonna go off the air. I don't know what happens when it gets to 0, 0, 0. It just cuts us off or
All right.
what?
Well, thanks.
Yeah, Shawn.
Yeah, I don't know what happens.
And
Time flew
come,
by.
if you're not on my page, come and visit us all on Let's Get Physical on Facebook. Shawn's there showing stuff. I'm there always showing all my stuff. And we got about 500 people. So I would like to get past that threshold, 501 at least. So everyone, take care. And until next time, stay cool. Later.